In this video, we're going to look at how you will use your calculator to evaluate the sine, cos, or tan of different angles. Now, on the right here, we can see a picture of a scientific calculator. And highlighted in a red box to the right here is the sine, cos, and tan buttons. And they're the ones we're going to be using to do these questions. And the first one is relatively straightforward. We're asked for the sine of 51 degrees. To do that, we're just going to press sine. When we do that, our calculator will put a sine on the top here and an open bracket. We're then going to press 5 and 1 to put in 51, and then we're going to close our bracket off by pressing the close bracket button. So on our screen we should see sine bracket 51 close bracket. We then press equals, and what our calculator will tell us is that the value for that is 0.7771459615. But we're going to round that off to 4 decimal places just to make this a little bit neater. So it's going to be 0.7771. And that is the sine of 51 degrees to 4 decimal places. And that's relatively straightforward to begin with. But this next one's a little bit different. So the next one we're going to start off the same because we're looking for the cos of 10 degrees and 30 minutes. And this is something that may not have come before. Angles themselves are a division of a rotation. They're a measure of rotation. So there's 360 degrees in a full rotation. But a degree itself can be broken down into a unit known as minutes. And there are 60 minutes in a degree, in the same way that there are 60 minutes in an hour. There are in fact within the measure of angles, there are also 60 seconds in a minute, but we're not going to go that far for this video. So for this one, you're going to press cos button, which will give you cos bracket on your screen, and then you're going to put in 10, and then we're going to use the button over here that has the circle followed by the quotation marks. That's the degrees, minutes, seconds button. Now if your calculator doesn't have that, it might have a button that has DMS written on it, and you would press that instead. What that'll do is that'll give you a little circle, a little degree symbol just by the 10, and then you can put in the 30, and then you're going to have to push the button again, and your calculator will either give you another degree symbol or it'll give you the little dash like that. But one way or the other, that's it done. Then you're going to press the bracket button to close off your bracket like that, and you're going to hit equals. And your calculator for that will tell you that this is equal to 0.9832549076, and then we're going to round that to 4 decimal places, so 0.9833, like that. So that's that one done out. Nice and straightforward. For our next one, we've got a angle with a division on it, but this time it's going to have a decimal instead of being broken down by the minutes. So this is straightforward enough again. Press our sine button to start with, and we will get sine bracket. And then we're going to press 47 decimal point 4, 47.4. And then we can press our bracket button to close off the brackets on that. And we can press our equals. And then from that one, we're going to get 0.7360970871. And if we round that off, we get 0.7361 to 4 decimal places. Okay. Now on to our next one down here, we've got 10 sine 28. That means 10 multiplied by the sine of 28. But we can literally put it into our calculator as it is written there. So we press 10 to start with, so 10, so 10. Then you press the sine button, in which case you'll get sine bracket. And then we're going to press 28. 28, close bracket off, we're pressing the bracket button, and then we press equals. Once we've done that, our calculator will tell us that the value of that is 4.695 4.71568. And if we round that to 4 decimal places, that's approximately equal to 4.6947, like that. Right, for our next one, we've got a fraction involved, which makes it a little bit less convenient, but not impossible to do with. We have 30 over sine 50. Now you could, if you wanted, put in 30 divided by sine 50 into your calculator, and that'll work just fine. So that could be rewritten as 30 divided by the sine of 50. But since our calculator will deal with fractions, there's no point in doing that. We can go the other way. So we press our fraction button, which is just up there on the calculator. So we're going to press that first. That's going to give us a fraction on our calculator to start with. And we'll be able to put in the top number first. So we put in our top number, which is 30. Then we're going to press the down arrow. So these 4 directional buttons in the middle, we're going to press the down arrow to get to the bottom of our fraction. We press the sine button, in which case we will get sine bracket. And then we're going to press 50 to get 50 in there. And then we're going to press the bracket button to close off the bracket on that. Then we just press equals. And our calculator should tell us that that's equal to 39.16221868. And if we round that to 4 decimal places, that's approximately equal to 39.1622, like that. And the reason we use the fraction button for that is because when we get more complicated ones like this, it's actually just easier to put them all together as a fraction, rather than working with brackets and division signs and stuff. So for this last one here, it combines a few of the other stuff we just did in the other questions. So it's going to be fraction button first, and it'll give us our fraction to start with. And then on the top of our fraction, we're just going to put in this on the top. So it's going to be 18 straight away. It's just 1/8, nice and easy. Then we press our sine button, which will give us sine and a bracket. And then we're going to press 1/6 to get the 16. And then we're going to press the degrees, minutes, seconds button to get our symbol for that, to get our degree symbol. Then we press 2/8 to get the 28. And then we have to press our degrees, minutes, second button again in order to get that last bit, the symbol for that. And then we press our bracket to close our bracket off. And then we press the down arrow to get to the bottom of our fraction. And we do the same sort of thing all over again. Sine button to start with, which gives us sine and open bracket. 2/4 to get the 24 in. Followed by the degrees, minutes, second button. Then 5/4. Then the degrees, minutes, second button again. And then our close bracket. And then we can press equals. If we leave our brackets open on any of these, there's a good chance your calculator will give you a syntax error and it won't work it out, and it'll be very frustrating and confusing if you don't remember to put the bracket in, because you'll be wondering where you went wrong. So once we've got all this put into our calculator, if we press equals, we should get 12.11829123, and if we round that to 2 decimal places, or sorry, to 4 decimal places, we got 12.1183, like that. So that is how you will use a scientific calculator to get the sine, cos, or tan of a given angle.